Hey guys, it's Clinton Jeff from UnleashThePhones.com, and here's a quick video review of the LG Optimus L7. The Optimus L7 is the top end of LG's affordable range of L series devices. It has the usual L series styling right there with the rectangular-ish back plastic. It does look a little bit ordinary, but it does come with ICS out of the box, so that is kind of cool. I guess it's a single core processor powering all of this, but it is quite fast, as you saw, because it's mostly stock ICS, but LG has their own Optimus UI on top of it. But like I said, you do get Android 4.0 out of the box. Just to quickly show you, you have a WVGA screen in the front and a 5 megapixel camera at the back. You have a little bit of metal here and around the device, which I guess makes it look a little bit more premium-ish, even though it is an affordable device after all. I'm also charging it via the USB port right there because I ran out of battery before making this video. At the top you have the standard 3.5mm audio jack and a power key, which again is made out of metal, which also locks the screen. And you have nothing on this side, keeping it very plain and simple. LG has a very nice little lock screen that you can unlock, and as you unlock it you can see what's underneath, which I guess is kind of cool. I don't know. So that's nice. You also have a hardware home key right here and capacitive touchscreen buttons at the side for the back and menu keys. Pretty okay. It's very comfortable to hold in the hand, which is saying a lot for devices nowadays. It's also very slim. It's about 8.7 millimeters thin, which is quite nice and makes it very easy to hold and operate. You have a nice bright screen at the front, which is okay outdoors. It is a little reflective, so it's not that great outdoors, but as you can see, it is really vivid in terms of colors and look. I'm just going to quickly show you some pictures just to show you what it looks like. Yeah, there you go. So not so great outdoors, but pretty okay. Just to quickly show you the UI, you have LG's Optimus UI on top, which doesn't actually bring much new to the whole game. You have LG's home screen thing right there, and you can add various widgets and app shortcuts and other things like that. Nothing really radically new compared to some of their other devices like the LG Optimus 4X. You also have LG Smart World app, which is basically an aggregator of all their apps. You also have these very cool little transition effects that I'm going to try and show you right now. As you can see, it jumps around. You can also change this to something else. For example, you can change it to panorama. This is, of course, if you really do like the whole changing of the swipe UI thing. I don't know, it doesn't make that much of a difference to me, but yeah, apart from all that, you have a nice little notification bar right here that has scrollable widgets that you can edit and add more to, like if you want to add more widgets like an airplane mode or the auto rotate toggle or brightness. You can add it all right there, and now it becomes this little scrollable notification bar. So that is pretty cool. I also like their translucent little notification bar right there, and there's a shortcut to the settings menu right there, which is quite nice. Apart from that, you have a nice large screen that I mentioned a couple times already, but what is really nice about the screen is that it makes messaging a whole lot easier, because the UI again is mostly stock. Even the keyboard is mostly stock, so it is really nice and easy to type, and of course it becomes a lot better when you type it in landscape right there, which gives you a lot more screen real estate. So yeah, that's definitely nice. Apart from that, you also have the stock Android ICS browser, which does a pretty okay job, I guess. It loads up everything quite nicely. It is a little slow to pan and a little slow to zoom in as well, because it is running on a single core processor after all. And Flash, if there is Flash in a website, it'll slow down a lot. So you have been warned. Apart from that, it does the job pretty well actually. Moving on to music, you have a standard music player where you can sort files by music and artists and playlists and such. The loudspeaker on the back is actually quite loud. I'm just going to quickly show you by increasing and decreasing the volume. So here we go, increase the volume. So yeah, pretty loud, not very loud, but it does sound a little flat when you're playing music. But where the Optimus L7 really excels at is at playing videos, which I can't show you right now, but it does play Divx and Xvid videos out of the box, which is really nice, and it looks really great on that large screen. There's also DLNA support. Of course, the maximum resolution that you can play at is 800 by 480 pixels, which is a little limiting in terms of video, but hey, it is a single core processor after all. To quickly show you the camera at the back, it does take a little while to load up, but you have the Optimus UI on top right there with various different things that you can play with. There's a panorama mode built in and a continuous shot mode. There's also a bunch of different options where you can change the image size. You can take a maximum of 5 megapixels, scene modes, ISO, white balance, and so on. That is also a handy little color effect mode right there, and you can choose whether or not to tag your location. So yeah, very nice UI. Results are not that great. You have very soft, bland colors, and some images look a little bit overexposed. And indoor pictures like this one, for example, are really noisy. But again, you can't expect much out of a budget phone camera. One disappointment though is that in video, the maximum resolution that you can record at is VGA, which is shocking in a world where everybody wants to record in at least 720p. But again, this is a budget device, so I guess it'll be okay for its audience. But to be honest, for the same price as this, you could maybe get the Sony Xperia U, which has a smaller screen but does a lot more with a dual-core processor, or you could get the HTC One V, which again does a lot more. At the end of the day, the Optimus L7 is a comfortable to use phone, and it's very comfortable to hold because of its thin little form factor. Its build quality is okay. There's a lot of plastic and a little bit of metal, but it's a lot better than most of Samsung's devices, for example. It is fast, even though it is a single core processor, mostly because the UI is mostly stock. LG haven't made that many UI additions in the Optimus UI compared to stock Android. There are some slowdowns when you open some apps, but it's not too bad at all. Of course, the camera is really mediocre, and that's the only disappointment in this case. But apart from that, it's a nice enough phone. It doesn't really do much. I'm not very happy with the design of it. It seems a little bit bland to me, but hey, don't just take my word for it. Check out the full review on unleashthephones.com, and if you have any questions at all, let me know in the comment section below and we'll try to answer them. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Clinton Jeff from unleashthephones.com.